What in the world is happening in Flowery Branch? Falcons fans, are we really here again? Just months after the blockbuster signing that was supposed to solidify our quarterback position for years to come, we're staring down a trade deadline with our supposed franchise savior on the block. Can you truly believe that Kirk Cousins, the man who was supposed to lead us to glory, is now being dangled as trade bait, with the Atlanta Falcons reportedly setting a premium price tag for his departure? It's a move that has left many of us scratching our heads, wondering if the front office has lost its mind, or if there's a master plan we're just not seeing. This isn't just another rumor, folks. This is a seismic shift in the Falcons' landscape, a narrative twist that feels more like a soap opera than an NFL season. The whispers have grown into shouts, and now, with the trade deadline looming, insider reports confirm that the Falcons are actively looking to move Kirk Cousins. The veteran quarterback, brought in with so much fanfare and a massive contract, has apparently been relegated to backup duties behind rookie Michael Penix Jr., making him, in the team's eyes, expendable. The audacity of it all, the sheer speed at which the situation has developed, is enough to make any loyal Falcon supporter feel a whirlwind of emotions, from frustration and confusion to a strange sense of déjà vu. We were promised stability, a veteran presence to guide us, and now we're back in the swirling vortex of quarterback uncertainty, albeit with a new face at the helm. Let's not mince words. This is a stunning turn of events. Kirk Cousins arrived in Atlanta with the weight of expectations, a hefty 4-year, $180 million contract, and the promise of elevating a talented roster. The vision was clear: a proven pocket passer, a leader who could make the most of our offensive weapons. But the NFL, as we all know, is a brutal, unforgiving league, and plans can unravel faster than a cheap sweater. The emergence of Michael Penix Jr., whether by design or by sheer, undeniable talent, has seemingly accelerated a timeline no one could have predicted. The Falcons, according to reports, don't see any reason to keep Kirk Cousins. That is stark, almost brutal assessment for a player who was a cornerstone of their offseason strategy just a short while ago. It speaks volumes about the organization's commitment to Penix Jr. and their willingness to cut ties, no matter how expensive or awkward it might be. This isn't just about a player. It's about the very identity of our team and the direction we're heading in. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the premium-priced elephant. NFL insider Ian Rappaport dropped a bombshell report on Sunday, revealing that the Falcons are seeking a premium draft pick for Cousins. A premium pick? For a quarterback who's currently benched, coming off an injury, and carrying a massive contract? It feels like the Falcons are trying to sell a luxury car that's been parked in the garage for months, demanding top dollar for it. While Cousins is undoubtedly a respected signal caller, with a track record of production, his recent performances, coupled with the fact that he's been supplanted by a rookie, significantly dampen his trade value. Other teams aren't blind. They see the situation. They know he's an expensive backup. This asking price, while understandable from Atlanta's perspective of wanting to recoup some value, might be a significant hurdle in finding a willing trade partner. It puts the Falcons in a challenging position, balancing the desire for a strong return with the reality of the market. Are we being unrealistic, or is there a team out there desperate enough to meet our demands? The search for a trade partner, then, becomes a fascinating subplot. While the Falcons haven't reportedly received any concrete offers yet, the unpredictable nature of the NFL, especially regarding quarterback injuries, could open doors. And indeed, the season has already seen its share of signal caller casualties. The two teams most frequently mentioned as potential destinations for Cousins are the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. Both have been hit hard by injuries at the quarterback position. Joe Burrow, the Bengals star, is reportedly sidelined potentially until December, leaving them in a precarious spot. The 49ers, too, have faced their own injury woes under center, a recurring theme for them in recent seasons. For these teams, a veteran like Cousins, even with his recent benching, could represent a viable stopgap solution, a steady hand to navigate them through a crucial stretch of the season. The question is, how desperate are they, and how much are they willing to pay, both in draft capital and salary, for a temporary fix? And that brings us to the other gargantuan obstacle in any potential trade: Kirk Cousins' contract. This isn't just about a premium draft pick. It's about a premium financial commitment. Cousins has a lucrative deal with roughly $135 million remaining for the 2025 to 2027 seasons. That's an astronomical figure for any team to absorb, especially for a player who might only be a short-term solution. Any team considering a trade for Cousins would not only need to part with significant draft capital, but also take on a massive financial burden. This dual demand, a premium pick and a massive salary, makes the pool of potential suitors incredibly shallow. It's a high-stakes poker game, and the Falcons are holding a hand that's both valuable and incredibly cumbersome. It seems almost inevitable that if the Falcons are truly committed to moving Cousins, they will likely need a compromise on their asking price, perhaps even eating some of that salary, to make a deal palatable for another franchise. The alternative? Keeping a $180 million backup quarterback on a roster, a scenario that would be financially irresponsible and a clear admission of a massive miscalculation. So, what does this all mean for the Atlanta Falcons' long-term vision? This aggressive pursuit of trading Cousins, so soon after his arrival, is a resounding vote of confidence in Michael Penix Jr. It signals that the organization believes Penix is not just a future, but the immediate future. It's a bold, some might say audacious, move that completely reshapes the quarterback room. If they succeed in trading Cousins, it frees up cap space and potentially brings in valuable draft capital, allowing the team to further build around Penix. If they fail, however, they're left with an incredibly expensive backup, a potentially awkward locker room dynamic, and a significant financial albatross. This trade deadline isn't just about moving a player. It's about solidifying the direction of the franchise, a direction that now unequivocally points towards the youth and potential of Michael Penix Jr. to gamble, no doubt, but one that the Falcons seem determined to take. The next few weeks will be critical, defining not just the immediate future of Kirk Cousins, but the very trajectory of our beloved Atlanta Falcons. What do you all think about this wild turn of events? Falcons fans, are the Falcons right to try and move Kirk Cousins so quickly, even with that premium price tag? Do you believe they'll find a trade partner, or will Cousins remain an expensive backup? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, please hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth Falcons news and analysis. Your engagement truly helps the channel grow, and I love hearing your passionate takes on our team.